Hello crafty queens. So today I thought I would tell you how I've been prepping for my December daily album. My plan is I work best in batch processing, so I do as much prep work as I can ahead of time, so that when I do get a block of time I can just assemble and not do the part of the prep work. So one of the first things I did was I got my 1-hole punches in the various sizes, and I cut out all of the little embellishments that are like 1-inch circles or 1.5 or 2-inch circles, and they're all here in this little jar. And so you'll see, like from the Snap collections, I've cut all these out, and I've started to already make I have one in here, I just can't find it. But anyway, so I have already started to put make them into flare badges and decorate them. But so I have this that took about a day. What else I've done is I've color coded my embellishments, or my doodads, the ones that comes out of the kit. They're already color coordinated. I've also, if I can, taken a lot of paper and punched little shapes and stuff out of the pattern paper. Like this one, I wanted the word nativity, so I used the tag punch and punched that out, and you'll see I have like just tons of little tags and punches. I'm sorry, I keep saying hum. Okay, so that is one thing that I've done, 2 things that I've done, 3 things that I've done. Okay, now the big thing was I have cut down all of my paper that I'm going to use, and I keep them in these little containers, right? So yes, I'm one of the people that keeps the long strips. I actually like the long strips, and you're going to see how I'm going to use them on my 3x4 journaling cards. So I have them all in a bag. Then I cut down all of my 3x4s, the journaling cards. They're all here together. These are probably journaling cards that were already in kits. I pulled them together. I pulled them out. That's in the wrong spot. And put them all in this case, as I see that I've got some 4x6s in here that don't need to be. And some 4x4s. Okay, anyway, this is supposed to be 3x4 cards, journaling cards, and filler cards. That's what's supposed to be in there. Right, so I have some 3x4s that are like already cards made. Then I have, should be a little more organized, I have made my own 3x4s. And so what I did was I took a 6x6 pack, cut it down into, I pulled out the 2 sheets. One was a 6x6. One of the 6x6 I made into a 4x6, and it got put into a 4x6 container. The other 4x6 got cut down into 3x4s, and the 2-inch piece, that strip that's left over, they're all in this box. So that's how I set my containers up. So I have a 4x6 box of colored pattern paper. I have a box that has 2 of your 3x4s, and then I have the 6x2 in this box. Okay. Again, some more 3x4s cut down. And what I was saying here was these 4x4s need to go in this container, and this set of 4x6s need to go in a different container. Okay. As you can see, I love the iris cases, and so I have, these are all my 6x6s. And I have like 2 of those cases. And so what I'm about to do is I'm prepping to put my pages to do my assembly. I even cut my vellum, my specialty papers down into 4x6s and 3x4s as well. And so they're in the boxes. I am noticing that I need one more 4x6 for these papers. So that would be something else, another way I have started to prep. So I am almost ready to build my foundation pages because I have all my paper cut. I took my 12x12 papers, so I took 1 sheet of 12x12, I cut it down the center, which yielded a 6 or yielded a 6 by 12. And I can use it as a 6 by 12 or I can use it as a 6 by 8, but it gives me that versatility. So I have that in there. And then I did the same thing even with that specialty sheets. I cut them down into 6 by 12, and then from the other 6 by 12, I made a 4 by 6. I made 3 4 by 6s and cut one of the 4 by 6s in half. I hope I'm not totally confusing you. But my point is that I prep all my paper beforehand, so I don't have to pull out my paper cutter while I'm actually building my foundation pages. Everything is already cut to shape. Okay, and last but not least, how I have prepped would be my journaling card. So, real quick, I have basically 4 sets of journaling cards, okay? And again, my album is probably going to be a lot different from everybody else's, and I will reveal that when I tell you how I'm putting together my album, my foundation pages. But I have created these journaling cards, and each of them has a sticker. There's a clear address label sticker with the prompt already on it. And my intention is to use them like this, right? Just kind of place the journaling card on a sheet of paper and maybe put a picture over here or an embellishment or something. But that's an easy way to add some color, add some journaling, and to a card deck, right? And I literally have 90 of these made. You're probably going, Rachel, there's only 31 days in December. But I have to tell you that when I do the big reveal, right? Okay, so that's one set of journaling cards. So I have one set of journaling cards. I have your normal Project Life type style of journaling cards. Okay, so why do I have this Hello? This is a journaling card from one of the kits. I think this is a Snap. It looks like the Snap Girl collection. But what I want to do is put Hello, my name is, and say Jesus on here and talk about the birth of Jesus and why we celebrate Christmas. So that's why I have that one top center. So that's my second type of journaling card, or normal Project Life journaling cards. My third set are the overlays that you can get from Ali Edwards. I actually am using last year's 2014 set, but when I tell you how I'm doing my album, I don't really need these dates on there. Okay, I don't need them at all. So my plan is to take these little strips I have and cover. Let's just kind of act like I'm going to do one, right? Right. I'm going to take this little journaling strip and cover up that little area. So now I have, and I don't really like this one because it has some red on it, so we're just going to pretend. I'm pausing because I don't see my adhesive, my big white adhesive that I swear by. I don't see it. That alarms you. See it? Okay. So I love these. One of my girlfriends from a crop, hi Wendy, introduced us to this tape, and like, really, can you do, well, what did I do before it? I don't know. So I'm going to put my tape in here. I probably could use a little bit more on the other side here, but you get the gist, right? Because I'm doing this live. And I'm just going to kind of put that in there, right? Kind of cut that down. And now I have a journaling card, right? It's got some colored print on it. I can just journal in here whatever the story is I want to tell. So that's my second type of journaling card. My third type. And then the next set that I'm working on, so I have to go in and do all of these, cover these all up so that I have a batch of these already ready to go. And then my last set, and I did this with my baby album and found it to be most helpful, was I took stamps, and I took just your regular grid card or even your white cards. And since I use the grid cards on this one, I'm going to use the plain white cards on this one. And I haven't done this yet. So this is the last thing that I need to prep before I can assemble my album. But what I'll do is I'll take a stamp. Take a stamp, right? Maybe not necessarily a Christmas stamp, but one of maybe the Allie Edwards story. Did you hear that? Story Edwards. That's what you call two thoughts combined as one, right? I will take the Allie Edwards story stamps or my Christmas stamps, and I will make a journaling card, right? I'm going to do this rather easy. I understand now why people do voiceovers, because in the voiceovers, you don't know that the person is looking for something, right? I'm looking for my eraser, because I know it's... Allie Edwards stamps tend to give you a good first impression, but to guarantee it, I like to erase them. But I don't see my eraser, excuse my reach. We'll go old school on you. Let's see, which one we're going to say? Magical Day. We'll do Magical Day. So I'm just going to erase, because they have this little stickiness on them, and they get a good impression. It's just helpful to erase. I clearly was not ready for this impromptu execution. Like, I don't see my stamping blocks, but we're going to use this one that we have here. So we've got magical, and we have the word day. Magical day. Right? Why not? And I have my stamps. Now, for my baby album, what I did was, of course now I see everything, right? Now I see my block. Haha. For my baby album, for the baby albums that I did, they're all color-coded. So, you know, I just use the color of ink that goes with that album. So the same thing with this project. I'm using red, green, black are my colors. So I'll use a red, green, black ink. But we're going to, I don't have a stamp off. And I'll just keep a bunch of these handy. And then if something happens, I can just go ahead and journal on it. So that's kind of how I did my prep work, so that when I have the opportunity to work on my album, it's really just my foundation pages are built, and I've already have everything prepped. So thank you for listening. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.